Put 7 houses here, and everyone keeps telling me it's a reasonable development. It could be worse. I don't think when you've got so many endangered species that it is reasonable to put 7 houses in this area.
A peaceful protest has been held in the hope of raising awareness about the issue.
So I'm hoping there's going to be a fair fight and a good hard fight for this land. This is one of the most ancient engraving sites in the world, one of the richest engraving.
900 trees would have to be cut down for this development, enough clearing for 70 normal house blocks.
The matter will go before the Land and Environment Court on the 17th of February. Georgie Glover, NBN News.
As this new threat to Banbara had arisen, and after what I saw in court, I was hoping to get some advice from Warramai, a traditional custodian who's been battling for years to save a very sacred healing tree at Bulahdelah. No, not Avatar, the real deal. On our way, we stopped at the beautiful Gloucester Tops Falls. Well, this wasn't the warm welcome I was hoping for.
The time has now come for the nation to turn a new page. A new page in Australia's history by righting the wrongs of the past and so moving forward with confidence to the future. We apologise for the laws and policies of successive parliaments and governments that have inflicted profound grief, suffering and loss on these, our fellow Australians.
I was proud to be there when our then Prime Minister Kevin Rudd apologised to the stolen generation.
For the removal of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children from their families, their communities and their country. For the pain, suffering and hurt of these stolen generations, their descendants and for their families left behind, we say sorry.
How can our government apologise to our original people and then allow big companies to continue to destroy sacred lands, all in the name of the almighty dollar?
We say sorry.
And if you try and stop them, they'll throw the full weight of the law at you.
Are you connected with this camp up here?
I'm just here on my own accord, mate.
Oh yeah? But yeah. Have you been up there?
I've been for a walk up there, yeah.
Also, who's up there?
I don't know anyone by name.
Don't you?
No.
So you just walked up and didn't introduce yourself to anyone?
Something like that,
The problem is it's something like that. The problem is it's a total fire ban today, and it has been for a week or so. It's fairly obvious there's smoke up there, so that would indicate there's a fire up there.
Yep.
So if you don't know someone's name, you might just sing out no name and ask them to put the fire out.
That's not a bad idea, mate.
Good idea, isn't it?
If it's a fire ban
It's
today.
a great idea.
Yep.
Can you get onto that?
Sure. No worries.
Warramai describes how he's treated by police and RTA officials on arrival that day.
Well, they said I should go back to where I come from, that I'm not a part of the Aboriginal family that lives there. He says, how much Aboriginal are you? He says, you're not even a full bud. Yeah, he said, how black are you? That was very intimidating, very racist.
I've asked one of the security guards here whether they are going to actually cut the tree down today, and he's told us that yes, that is their intention.
Half of the tree's been cut off, and the other one's just sitting there, being hung by the joint crane there.
I'll let you go down this time.
No, just to show my final respect, just put my hands and just a little ceremony by myself. And they said, if you don't move, you're going to be arrested. So they walked me up there. You know, it's like a funeral service. What's going on here is a funeral service. I'm actually watching the destruction of an ancestor that has been dug out of his final resting place. And I should have been allowed to go there and show my respects. They've cut his head off, they've cut his body in half, and yeah, they've cutting his legs off. And these policemen have no right to say it's only a tree. That tree in our culture is equal to a white man's church. That's what, you know. I've got no place now I can ever take my grandkids. Yeah, that's what's so special about it. thousands and thousands of years of history where black will come and put his hands on, make himself known, present the babies. I've got nowhere now to the generations bring my kids to, my grandkids, all gone.
The battle continues to save other sacred areas of Bulahula.
And for the indignity and degradation thus inflicted on a proud people and a proud culture, we say sorry.
Although I really hurt for Warramine, I couldn't stop thinking about the future of Bambara.
We say sorry. We say sorry. We say sorry.
Something really shifted in me that day at Bulahula. This is just a bit of footage of a week or so that I spent living off the land, only a few hours on foot from Bambara at a place called Dirabin. These fruit are from the wombatberry vine, Oristrophus latifolius. My young mate Dylan was still having some trouble at school, so much so he got expelled. His mum Tracy and I thought a week in the bush in the middle of winter without taking any food, water or shelter and having to live off the land may put him on the right track. That one's good. Fungus is a tricky one. Largely, you want to stay away from a lot of the funguses because they're poisonous. But these bracket fungus, you've got to soak them because they're really tough. And then they're quite edible. Got a really strong mushroomy taste. Not bad at all. Don't always believe what you see on telly. Bush survival isn't about diving from waterfalls and wrestling large animals. It's about saving your energy, staying safe and keeping up your water, fats, vitamins and minerals. You really can't afford to be picky with what you eat in a survival situation. Did you eat these ones, Dylan? Or you just don't like shellfish in general?
I don't really like shellfish in general.
Well, it sucks to be you in that case, eh? It's a good score, these are called a turbo torcata, and you've got to make sure that they haven't left the building, else you can waste time collecting a few empty ones. That one's good. So I was starting to get a little bit worried. I wouldn't say worried, but hungry. And yeah, we'd come down to this beautiful part of Dirabin. I think I was here about 10 years ago, and plenty of oysters around, these turban shells, and found some other stuff around the corner that I'll show you in a minute. So we're doing all right, we're surviving. These oysters are a good source of valuable energy, yielding good amounts of protein, fats, sodium, iron, magnesium, and around 160 milligrams per 100 grams of calcium. Little bits of shell. Stuff. I've learnt that even a baby mud crab can deliver quite a nip. Ouch! Ah, you little that hurt. Although focused on gathering enough tucker for me, Dylan, and my dad on the camera, my heart and mind was never far from Bambara, and I couldn't wait to get back to rally up some more support. Here we go, the sugary leaves of the native sarsaparilla vine. Also, you can use this vine as twine. If I wasn't cheating with my spear, I used that bit of gaff tape that I grabbed. Could easily get some of this vine and wrap it around. It's super, super strong. The whole thing's in place. Very strong. So we've been eating quite a bit of this rabbit food. There's a little bit of food just in that section there. This is a quite well-known Lamandra longifolia, which provides edible leaf bases and in summer, edible grains. This is the reality of a hunter-gatherer, and I find this sort of work really relaxing and enjoyable. Garnia or cutty grass is a valuable source of carbs, but it should come with a warning label.
It's important to not grab these sections here once again. Grab the ground part, sort of get your nails in between there. Fold it back. Shimmy your fingers underneath. Get that stuff. One little bit of impatience could mean you slice your finger deep enough to have to get a couple of stitches. Okay. What's some more sarsaparilla fruit over here, bro? Oh, that stuff's not right.
Here I gather some Waterboura fruits and some little green and very sour native currants or Leptomeria acida.
Got a little bit of fruit now, which is good. So tempting to just throw this stuff straight in your mouth. And I mean, you know, I've eaten a little bit. I've had some oysters and some of those turban shells and some what we call little happy snails around here. Some Lamandra today, some Garnia as well. But yeah, we'll keep this for later. I mean, it's enough common sense that if it does pour down rain for the next few days or something, we're going to have this sort of thing to live off. We've got vitamin C, we've got protein, we've got carbohydrates. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, chuck those in the bag.
Try and get them on that glove because there's
On
a
the
bit
glove?
of sand at the bottom.
Oh, is there? Yeah, it's good to not get your fruit dirty. Alright, let's keep going. And let's get out of here. What I've got here is this Banksia ericafolia. Erica means heath in Latin, I think. Squeezing them together like so, it's got all that beautiful nectar inside and turn into a bit of a filtration system. Okay, so they're all joined together like that. And we don't have dirty water, we've got beautiful clean water up in the mountains here at Darebin. If it was dirty water again, we'd pour the dirty water down through there. And not only would it filter it out, but it also brings out all that beautiful honey, that nectar on the inside. What we're going to do is we're not going to boil this up, but we're going to heat it up, and which will take even more nectar out of these flowers. And then we add the Waterboura, the native sarsaparilla. So if it was warm, we just dunk it a little bit like a tea bag in there to get that nectar out.
A sweet tasting drink can be a great boost for both much needed energy and morale.
Oh, that's divine straight away. That's delicious. Like, try some, Dylan?
Dylan was really starting to look a bit down today.
Keep my sugar up while I'm walking.
I reckon it's always good to know a bit about clouds. These cirrus clouds are made up of tiny ice particles from way down south. I reckon that if they get carried in on a southerly without bringing rain clouds, then we're in for fair weather.